Enough with the lame excuses, procrastination, and settling for less. Stop blaming the world, waiting for someone to solve your problems. No one is coming to save you. Life doesn't wait for you to make up your mind. Want something? Get up and make it happen. There's no more room for self-pity or complaints. You are the only one responsible for your destiny. It's time to face your fears, stop hiding, and take action. Pay attention, I'm going to tell you some things you need to hear. The truth is, you need to face who you really are. There's no room left for flimsy excuses or blaming the world for your problems. You are the only one responsible for where you are in life, and it's time to look in the mirror and admit that. Brutal honesty is the starting point for any real transformation. Without confronting your own flaws and limitations, you're just deceiving yourself. Stop trying to hide your faults, because the more you avoid them, the bigger they get and consume you. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. But it's necessary. Change begins when you accept that you are solely responsible for your choices and, consequently, for your results. It's easy to point fingers at others, at circumstances, or at fate. I'm not where I should be because the market is tough, or my financial situation is bad because the economy is rough. It's always more convenient to find scapegoats than to accept that maybe you haven't done what needed to be done. But here's the harsh reality: no one is going to solve your problems for you. The first step is accepting that your choices and actions have brought you to where you are. The world doesn't owe you anything. Every outcome is the result of your actions or lack thereof. Own this, and you'll find it liberating. When you realize you have control, you understand that you can change things. But as long as you keep shifting the blame, you're just giving more power to others over your life. You owe it to yourself. It's not about deserving or waiting for the universe to align in your favor. It's about claiming what's rightfully yours, what you are capable of achieving, but that will only come with conscious effort. Stopping the excuses is the least you can do for yourself. Oh, but I work so much and have no time. Really? And what are you doing with the little time you have? It's easy to get lost in a sea of distractions, to get involved in things that bring no real return. But deep down, you know what needs to be done. It's not a lack of time, it's about priorities. Every decision you make, every moment you waste, is a missed opportunity to move forward in life. The hardest thing is to face the fact that we are often our own worst enemies. We are the ones who sabotage our own dreams, procrastinate, and settle for less than we know we can achieve. Why do we do this? Maybe it's fear of failure, or even fear of success. But, in the end, you are the one in control. No one is going to give you a magical push in the right direction. That's on you. And if you don't stand up for yourself, who will? This is the harsh truth that many don't want to face. It's more comfortable to live in the illusion that, at some point, something or someone will come along and change everything. That's not going to happen. Change comes from within, and only you can start it. Look at yourself and ask, are you happy with what you see? This isn't just about physical appearance, but about the person you are, the decisions you make, the way you approach life. Are you satisfied with how you've been living? Or do you feel like something is missing? That you could be more, do more, live more intensely? These questions are uncomfortable but necessary. And if the answers aren't what you want them to be, it's time to act. It's never too late, as long as you're willing to change. But that desire has to come from you. No one can want it for you. The journey to becoming the person you want to be starts with a decision. It's not an easy decision, and it's not something that will happen overnight. But it's a journey worth taking. There are no shortcuts, no tricks. It's about facing each day as a new opportunity to be better, to do better. And that requires courage, discipline, and, above all, honesty with yourself. Admitting that you might be wrong, that you need to improve, that you have to do more. This isn't weakness, it's strength. Because only those who are truly strong have the courage to look inside and admit their flaws. So, are you going to keep living in the shadow of your own excuses, or are you finally going to take control? The choice is yours. And it's a choice you need to make now. Because each day that passes is one less day to achieve everything you want. Each moment lost is a chance that won't come back. Don't let life pass you by while you're waiting for a miracle. Create your own miracle. Be the change you want to see in your life. Make the decision now. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I will no longer sabotage myself. I will no longer limit myself. I will take control and do what needs to be done. Don't wait another second. Life is too short to live under the influence of fears and excuses. You have the power to change your story, to write a new chapter, to be who you've always wanted to be. But it starts with the decision to stop deceiving yourself and start taking action. And it's not easy, I know. It's going to hurt. It's going to require sacrifices. It's going to be lonely at times. But what do you prefer? The temporary pain of change or the permanent pain of regret? Because that's the truth. If you don't do something now, you'll look back and wonder why you didn't start sooner. So, get up. Get up and do what needs to be done. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect condition, the perfect circumstances. They will never exist. The time is now. The circumstances are these. And you are more than capable of handling them, overcoming them, transforming them in your favor. But you need to start. And you need to start now. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Your subscription helps us keep creating content with love and dedication. Frustration is inevitable. It knocks on the door at unexpected times, testing our patience and willpower. When someone is late and gets irritated, it's easy to think, how can you be irritated? The delay was your fault. But here's the secret, frustration is a choice. You decide whether to let it paralyze you or to use that energy to improve. The problem isn't frustration itself, but how you react to it. If you let it dominate you, it consumes and limits you. However, if you decide to transform that anger into motivation, it becomes fuel. Every time something doesn't go as planned, you have the chance to prove that you won't fall into the same trap. Frustration can be the push you need to reinvent yourself and overcome what bothers you. Criticism and rejection are inevitable parts of life's game. No one is going to rescue you when you're at your lowest. And you know what? That's precisely where the beauty lies. It's these moments of criticism and rejection that make you grow, forcing you out of your comfort zone and making you look at yourself with a new perspective. Every obstacle is a disguised opportunity, a chance to learn something new about yourself and the world. If someone tells you that you're not good enough, use that as fuel. Prove them wrong. Show yourself what you're capable of. There's nothing more powerful than turning the pain of rejection into motivation to be better. Life will knock you down, yes. People will try to discourage you. So what? Get back up stronger. The true victory is not in never falling, but in always getting back up. The clock of success never stops. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday, a holiday, or your birthday. Time waits for no one. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who are left behind is unwavering persistence. It's easy to work hard when everything is going well, but what about when things get tough? That's when true strength is tested. Success requires constant, unrelenting dedication. There's no time for lamentations or waiting for the tide to turn. You have to keep moving forward, regardless of the circumstances. Every day is a new chance to get closer to your goal. Giving up is not an option. The only way to fail is to stop trying. And no matter how challenging the road is, you need to keep going. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The victory goes to those who persist, who refuse to give up, who keep going even when the journey gets tough. And you know what? This journey won't be easy. There will be moments when you want to throw in the towel. There will be days when every step feels like a colossal effort. But it's in those moments that you need to dig deep, find that internal flame that keeps you moving. Life will hit you hard, and you will fall, but you get up. You rise, dust yourself off, and keep going. Because, in the end, what really matters is your ability to persist. Success is a game of endurance, and the winner is the one who can hang on the longest. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, what matters is how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. Every criticism you receive, every door slammed in your face, every no you hear is an opportunity. Yes, an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than you thought. Life is tough, and no one will give you anything for free. If you want something, you have to fight for it. And the fight isn't pretty. It's sweaty, painful, and often lonely. But it's this struggle that defines you, that shapes you, that transforms you into the person you need to be to achieve success. So, stop expecting things to be easy. They won't be. Instead, embrace the challenges. They are what take you to the next level. Every obstacle overcome is a badge of honor, a sign that you're on the right path. And when frustration hits, when criticism stings, when rejection hurts, remember, you are stronger than all of that. These experiences aren't here to bring you down, they're here to strengthen you. And persistence is the key to unlocking your true potential. There are no shortcuts to success. It's built day by day, with sweat, effort, and determination. And every small step counts. Every time you choose to keep going, even when everything inside you screams to stop, you're one step closer to your dreams. Motivation is a fleeting thing. It comes and goes like the wind. One day you wake up inspired, full of energy, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you're lying in bed, thinking of 1,000 excuses not to do what needs to be done. And that's where discipline comes in. Discipline is what gets you out of bed even when you don't feel like it. It's the silent force that keeps you moving, day after day, even when motivation fades. Don't fool yourself into thinking you'll always feel motivated. You won't. It's discipline that will get you where you want to go. It's the muscle you need to train every day, without fail, without excuses. And speaking of every day, that's precisely what matters, what you do daily. It's not the occasional big effort that makes the difference, it's consistency. Every little decision counts. Every habit you build, every routine you establish, is like a brick laid in the construction of your success. What do you do when no one is watching? When there's no one around to judge or applaud you? That's when the real work happens. What you do at night, when you could be relaxing, matters. The choices you make in your free time are what shape your future. Every second counts. It's not about being busy, it's about being productive. Being busy is easy, anyone can fill their day with meaningless tasks. Being productive is another story. It's about doing what needs to be done, even if it's not fun or pleasant. Commitment is a word people love to throw around, but few really understand what it means. Total commitment is dedicating yourself, body and soul, to your goal. It's giving every ounce of energy you have, even when you're tired, even when you're exhausted, even when everything inside you wants to stop. It's not a half-hearted commitment. It's not an I'll try if I have time. It's an I'll make it happen, no matter what. You have to be willing to sacrifice comfort, leisure, sometimes even sleep, to achieve what you want. And that's not easy. It will hurt. It will be lonely. It will seem unfair. But who said it would be easy? Easy is for the weak. Easy is for those who settle for less than they're capable of. Discipline and commitment are two sides of the same coin. Without one, the other is worthless. You can be committed to something, but if you lack discipline, you'll never make it. And the reverse is also true. You can be the most disciplined person in the world, but if you're not truly committed, you won't get anywhere. It's necessary to combine the two, forming an unbeatable alliance between determination and consistency. It's this combination that creates lasting success. It's not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Every step counts, every effort is an essential part of the whole. And you know what? There will be days when you want to throw it all away. There will be moments when you question if it's worth it. And that's when total commitment kicks in. That's when you discover what you're made of. Commitment isn't about how you feel when everything is going well. It's about how you react when things are a mess. It's about continuing to move forward, even when it seems like the world is falling apart around you. It's about looking at challenges and saying, I'm going to get through this, no matter what. There's no room for excuses. There's no room for procrastination. The path to success is paved with the sweat of discipline and the strength of commitment. It's not a choice, it's an obligation for those who truly want to achieve their dreams. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, regardless of the circumstances. It's about creating a routine of success, a life of continuous progress, where every day is a new opportunity to be better than yesterday. So, stop looking for motivation around every corner. Stop waiting for something magical to happen to get you moving. The magic is in your routine, in your daily discipline, in your unwavering commitment. The magic is in doing the work, day in and day out, without fail. It's in every small victory, in every small progress. It's in never giving up, and never stopping moving forward. Because success is not a destination, it's a journey. And it's a journey that you have to be willing to take every day, with or without motivation. It's a journey that demands everything from you but also gives everything in return. In the end, it's that simple. You have to decide whether you want to be someone who talks about doing things or someone who actually does them. You have to decide whether you're going to be someone who lives on excuses or someone who lives on results. You have to decide whether you're going to be someone who settles for mediocrity or someone who strives for excellence. And this decision isn't made once, it's made every day. In every choice, in every action, in every moment. It's made in the discipline of getting up early, in training when you don't want to, in working when you're tired. It's made in the commitment to continue, not to give up, to give your best, always. Sacrifice is the word that separates those who only dream from those who actually achieve. If you think you're going to accomplish great things without giving anything up, you're living in an illusion. The discomfort you feel when giving up immediate pleasures isn't a punishment, it's a sign that you're progressing. Every moment you choose hard work over rest, you're building something bigger. That discomfort is the price you pay for progress. It's the hallmark of those who aren't satisfied with the ordinary, those who seek something more. So, stop whining about what you've left behind and start being proud of the path you're walking. That discomfort is proof that you're evolving, leaving behind a life that no longer serves you. Now, let's talk about focus. You know all those things you do to relax? Those minutes that turn into hours, scrolling through Instagram, watching endless series, or going out to parties that add nothing to your life? Yes, all those things are what you need to cut out completely. It's not leisure season, it's grind season. While you're distracting yourself with useless stuff, someone else is working, someone else is training, someone else is advancing. And that person is going to overtake you without even looking back. Distractions are sweet poisons that you ingest without realizing the damage they're doing. They divert you from your goals, slow you down, keep you trapped in a bubble of mediocrity. It's time to leave that crap behind and focus on what really matters. You're in a war against wasted time and energy. And in this war, every minute counts. People like to say they have plenty of time, but the truth is, no one does. Time is the most scarce and valuable resource there is. And what you do with it determines everything. Every second you spend on something unimportant is a second less devoted to your future. So, cut those distractions out of your life like you would a parasite. Be ruthless. Don't let anything or anyone take you off the path you've chosen. And speaking of the path, let's talk about long-term vision. It's not about what you want now, but what you want for your future. If you're only thinking about immediate pleasure, instant rewards, you'll always end up with less than you could have. Great achievers are those who have a future-oriented mindset, who make decisions today thinking about tomorrow. They know that what they do now will echo in eternity. It's not about today's comfort, but about tomorrow's success. So, every decision should be made with a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Every choice is either a step toward your future or a detour away from it. You need to be obsessed with your goal. It's not enough to want it, you have to breathe it. It has to be the first thing you think about when you wake up and the last thing before you go to sleep. The future is not built on empty desires, but on concrete actions. And these actions require sacrifice. They require you to say no when everyone else is saying yes. They require you to work while others rest, to invest while others spend. It's not easy, but it's simple. If you want something you've never had, you need to be willing to do something you've never done. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Because the price is high. It's giving up good things to achieve extraordinary things. It's trading the comfort of the couch for the discomfort of effort. It's replacing instant pleasure with delayed gratification. And that's what separates winners from losers. It's not skills, it's not luck. It's the willingness to sacrifice the present for the future. To do what is necessary, even when it's hard, even when it's painful. So, start acting as if your future depends on every decision you make. Because it does. Every time you choose the easy way, you're sabotaging your success. Every time you give in to the temptation of distractions, you're giving up something greater. Don't fool yourself into thinking small concessions don't matter. They do. A lot. It's a domino effect, one small slip here, another there, and before you know it, you're off the path. Focus is the most powerful weapon you have. It keeps you on the right track, protects you from the traps of immediacy. With focus, you can move mountains. Without it, you'll get lost in a sea of mediocrity. So, be relentless with your time. Be rigorous with your priorities. Don't let anything or anyone divert you from what's important. Because, in the end, what really matters is what you do when no one is watching, when there are no applause, when the only incentive is the vision of your own future. And don't think sacrifice is something negative. It's actually a fair trade. You're trading today's comfort for tomorrow's greatness. Trading momentary satisfaction for lasting fulfillment. Trading today's safety for tomorrow's freedom. And that's a trade worth making, a trade that great achievers gladly make. They understand that sacrifice is the price of success and that without it, there is no achievement. The truth is, real lions love the hunt. It's not just about what they get in the end, but about the act of pursuing, testing their skills, proving to themselves that they are the kings of the jungle. This is the mindset you need to adopt if you truly want to achieve something significant. The journey is as important, if not more, than the destination. Those who seek only the final prize are doomed to disappointment because the real value is in the process. It's the daily grind, the constant effort, the sweat, the falls, and the small victories that truly shape who you are. The hunter's mentality is about falling in love with the process, with the path. It's about understanding that each step is an achievement in itself, that each challenge is an opportunity to prove and surpass yourself. The true hunter isn't satisfied with easy prey. They want the challenge, the thrill of pursuing something that pushes them out of the ordinary. It's not just about taking down the prey, but about the hunt, the chase, putting all their skills to the test. It's the pleasure of striving, of putting everything on the line, of knowing that at the end of the day, you gave your best. This is what separates winners from losers. It's not the trophy, not the medal. It's the love for what you do, the effort, the dedication. Those who fall in love with the process are the ones who truly find real satisfaction because they understand that growth is in the journey, not at the destination. While many are comfortable in their lives of mediocrity, content with the basics, real hunters never settle for anything less than excellence. They know that nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode, running away from challenges, avoiding risks. A mediocre life is for the weak, for those who are afraid to get hurt, to fail, to expose themselves. But if you really want to achieve something great, you need to be willing to step out of that comfort zone. You need to adopt a mentality of constant excellence, never being satisfied with what's easy or comfortable. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't just about working harder. It's about changing the way you think, how you approach every aspect of your life. It's about constantly challenging yourself, always looking for a new way to surpass yourself. The hunter's mentality is aggressive, relentless. It doesn't accept anything less than the best because it understands that human potential is limitless. And you, are you ready to live this reality? Are you willing to leave behind the gazelle mode, running from your fears and insecurities, to really face what life has to offer? The hunter's mentality is about feeling alive, about being present in every moment, about seizing every opportunity to grow and learn. It's not about waiting for things to happen, but about making them happen. It's about being in control of your destiny, about being the author of your own story. Those who live with this mentality understand that life is a series of choices and that each choice defines who you are. Every decision to keep fighting, not to give up, to keep pushing forward, is what really matters. The true hunter is the one who, even when tired, exhausted, broken, still finds the strength to continue. They don't give up because the goal isn't the prize, but the journey itself. It's the challenge that motivates them, the desire to prove themselves, to surpass themselves. And this is the mindset you need to cultivate if you really want to achieve something significant. Don't settle for what's easy. Don't settle for what's comfortable. Go beyond. Seek more. Be more. Life is too short to live in mediocrity. Every day is a new chance to be better, to do more, to become more. And that's what the hunter's mentality brings. It brings an insatiable hunger for growth, improvement, and excellence. It's this hunger that drives you forward, that keeps you up at night, that makes you get up early in the morning. It's this hunger that makes you want more, do more, be more. So, stop waiting for things to happen. Stop settling for what's easy. Adopt the hunter's mentality. See life as a series of challenges to be overcome, as a series of hunts to be carried out. Fall in love with the process. Find pleasure in the struggle, in the battle, in the effort. Because that's where the true joy lies. Not at the end, but along the way. Not in the result, but in the effort. It's what makes you feel alive. It's what makes you grow. It's what makes you become who you really are. Pain is inevitable. You're going to fall, you're going to get hurt, you're going to fail. But you know what? Pain is the greatest teacher you can have. It's through pain that you really grow. There's no point in trying to run away or hide. You need to face it head-on and, more than that, recycle it. Take that pain and turn it into fuel. Use every hit, every fall, as motivation to get better. Every time you feel that burning sensation, that discomfort, it's your body and mind telling you that you're alive and that you're in the process of transformation. Don't let it get you down. Pain is not your enemy, it's your ally. The sooner you understand this, the faster you'll grow. You need to learn to like this process, to find pleasure in overcoming adversity. Failure is another word that scares many people. No one likes to fail, no one wants to make mistakes. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of the journey. Every time you fail, you're closer to succeeding. Every mistake is a disguised lesson, an opportunity to learn something new. The problem isn't failing, the problem is giving up because of failure. I've invested too much to quit, and so have you. All the time, all the effort, all the dedication cannot be thrown away because of a setback. Face each failure as a stone in the path, not as an insurmountable wall. Get over it, go around it, but never stop. Failure only has the power you give it. Use it to your advantage. Learn from it, grow from it, become stronger. Continuous improvement is the key to true excellence. It's not enough to be good, you have to want to be better every day. My hunger grows with each year, and it should be the same for you. Don't settle, don't be satisfied with what you've already achieved. There's always something more to learn, something more to conquer, something more to improve. The desire for continuous improvement is what sets the great apart from the mediocre. It's what makes some reach the top while others stay behind. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. And in this marathon, those with a thirst for constant growth are the ones who cross the finish line. It's not just about wanting more, it's about being willing to work harder. It's easy to say you want to be the best, that you want to achieve great things. But how many are really willing to do what's necessary? How many are willing to sacrifice comfort for growth? The truth is, few have that willingness. And that's precisely why few truly achieve excellence. Continuous improvement is not a destination, it's a journey. A journey that requires daily effort, relentless dedication, and an unwavering commitment to your own evolution. The growth mindset is what keeps you moving, even when everything seems against you. It's what makes you get up after every fall, what makes you keep moving forward, even when the path is tough. It's not about never failing, but about never giving up. It's about understanding that every failure is a learning opportunity, that every pain is a step toward your goal. It's about having the courage to continue, even when the future is uncertain, even when the doubts are many. Overcoming isn't a one-time event, it's a state of mind. It's the ability to reinvent yourself, to adapt, to keep moving forward, no matter what. It's about having the resilience of a rock and the flexibility of a river. It's about finding strength in places where you thought there was nothing left. It's about looking inside yourself and finding that flame, that uncontrollable desire to be more, to do more, to live more. Don't be fooled into thinking the journey will be easy. It won't be. But it's precisely this difficulty that makes the achievement so rewarding. It's the effort, the sweat, the tears that give value to success. Those who seek ease, who want everything handed to them, will never understand the true taste of victory. Because true victory isn't in the prize, but in the process. It's not in what you gain, but in who you become. So, face the pain head on. Recycle every drop of suffering into motivation. Use every failure as a springboard to success. And never, ever settle for anything less than excellence. Because life is too short to live in mediocrity. And you, my friend, were made for greatness. It's time to prove that to yourself and to the world. Life will knock you down. It's not a matter of if but when. And when it happens, you have two options, stay down or get back up and fight. Resilience is what separates the weak from the strong. It's easy to keep going when everything is going well, but what about when the ground falls out from under your feet? When everything seems to be falling apart and hope fades? That's when true strength shows up. The ability to recover after a hit is what makes you grow. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, what matters is how many times you get up and keep fighting. Every time you get back up, you're showing the world that you're stronger than any adversity. It's an act of courage, determination, and sheer willpower. But resilience isn't just about brute strength. It's not just about taking hits. It's also about knowing when to step back and take care of yourself. Sometimes you need to stop, take a deep breath, and step back. It's not weakness, it's intelligence. You can't fight a continuous battle without rest. Recognizing the importance of recovery is essential. The body and mind have their limits, and ignoring that is a recipe for being broken. There's no shame in pausing to recover, reflect, and recharge. True strength comes from understanding and respecting your own limits. Sometimes the bravest move is to withdraw and prepare to come back even stronger. Recovery is as important as the fight. It's in those moments of pause that you reconnect with your goals, remember why you started all this. It's where you regain your strength, refine your strategy, and prepare for the next round. Don't underestimate the power of a good rest, of deep reflection, of taking time to meditate and realign your thoughts. This pause is what will allow you to return to the fight with renewed energy and a clearer purpose. And no matter how tough things get, you need to keep your motivation high. Life is a series of ups and downs, and it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. But it's precisely in those moments that your determination is tested. When everything around you is crumbling, you need to find that inner flame that keeps you moving. No matter how bad things get, you have to tell yourself, I'm going to do this. This is the mindset that separates those who achieve success from those who fall by the wayside. It's the ability to keep moving forward, no matter what happens. Keeping motivation high is a constant challenge. It's not something you simply achieve and maintain forever. It's a daily struggle. Some days you'll wake up feeling invincible, others, you'll feel at rock bottom. And that's okay. What matters is what you do with those feelings. You can let them consume you, or you can use them as fuel to keep going. The choice is always yours. And the only acceptable choice is to keep moving forward. Motivation doesn't come from outside, it comes from within. It's your passion, your purpose, your desire to be better that should drive you, even when everything seems lost. Resilience and recovery go hand in hand. It's not enough to be resilient and keep fighting, you also need to know when to stop and recover. This is true wisdom. It's understanding that the path to success isn't a straight line but a series of curves, falls, and climbs. And each of these stages is necessary for growth. Pain, failure, recovery, they are all essential elements of this journey. They shape you, strengthen you, make you wiser. And when motivation seems like a weak flame, remember why you started. Remember your dreams, your goals, what you want to achieve. Use that as your anchor, as your reference point. Because, in the end, the only thing that really matters is your ability to keep going, to persist, to never give up. Life will test you, will push you to your limits, and it's in that moment that you'll discover what you're really made of. True transformation begins when you decide to truly commit to your goals. It's not about talking about wanting to change or making plans. It's about doing it. Today. Now. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday or what you plan to do tomorrow. What really counts is what you're doing right now. If you're not acting in line with what you say you want, then you're just fooling yourself. Commitment is a heavy word full of responsibility. It means that you're going to dedicate yourself, no matter the circumstances, no matter the difficulties. It's a pact you make with yourself, that you're going to give it your all, every day, without exception. And it's in this commitment that transformation happens. When you stop messing around and start taking seriously what you really want. When every action you take is directed toward a greater goal. That's when you start seeing changes. There's no point in waiting for a change to come from the outside. There's no point in complaining that the world doesn't cooperate or that the conditions aren't ideal. Transformation comes from within and begins when you take control of everything around you. Take ownership of your life. Stop being passive, waiting for things to happen. Be proactive. Go after what you want. No one is going to give you anything for free. No one is going to fight your battles for you. You are the only one responsible for your destiny. Being proactive means understanding that you have the power to change your reality. That every choice you make, every action you take, has a direct impact on your future. You can keep hiding behind excuses, or you can decide to take the reins and do what's necessary. Transformation begins when you stop blaming others and start taking responsibility for everything that happens in your life. It's not easy. It will hurt. It will be uncomfortable. But it's necessary. There's no growth in the comfort zone. There's no progress without effort. And as you move forward, it's crucial to recognize your progress. Every small victory counts. Every step forward is an achievement. And these achievements need to be celebrated. It's not about being complacent or being satisfied with little. It's about recognizing that you're on the right path. That all the effort, all the dedication is paying off. Every day that you win a battle, that you achieve a goal, that you overcome a challenge, is proof that you are transforming. And it's this transformation that should be celebrated. The pursuit of excellence isn't a hobby or a fleeting passion. It's an obsession, a visceral need to be the best you can be. It's not enough to want to be good, you need to want to be exceptional. That's what sets you apart, what makes you get up early and go to bed late. It's what keeps you going when everyone around you is satisfied with mediocrity. This obsession is what drives you to push past your own limits, to never settle for what's easy or convenient. Passion is for the weak, for those who are satisfied with the minimum. Obsession is for the strong, for those who want to devour the world and leave their mark. Never, ever settle for the minimum. If you're just going through the motions, you've already lost. Success is reserved for those who go above and beyond what's expected, who give that extra effort that makes all the difference. It's easy to do just enough to survive, to stay average. But who wants to be just another person? Who wants to be just okay? That's not enough. It can't be enough. True success comes from constant effort, relentless dedication, from always seeking that extra effort that goes beyond what's asked. It's about doing more, being more, going beyond the limits others set for you and the ones you set for yourself. The journey of self-improvement is a marathon with no finish line. There's always more to be done, more to be improved, more to be achieved. The goal is simple, be the best version of yourself. And that's not a destination, it's a path. It's not something you achieve and that's it, it's something you chase every day. Every day is a new opportunity to surpass yourself, to do something that seemed impossible yesterday. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing that you're doing your best to be the person you want to be. The process of becoming the best version of yourself is continuous and relentless. It's a daily battle against complacency, against the temptation to settle. Every little advance, every little victory, is a step in this direction. And it's this constant effort that defines the difference between those who talk and those who do. Because talking is easy, anyone can say they want to be the best. But how many are really willing to pay the price? How many are willing to sacrifice comfort, free time, leisure, to really seek excellence? That's where the obsession comes in. It's not about wanting more or less, it's about not accepting anything less than excellence. It's about having such high standards for yourself that anything below that is unacceptable. And that requires a level of effort and consistency that few are willing to reach. It's not about doing what's expected, it's about surpassing expectations, setting new barriers, and then breaking them. It's about never being satisfied, never settling. Being the best version of yourself isn't a permanent state, it's a constantly evolving goal. Every day, with every challenge overcome, you redefine what it means to be the best. And that's what makes the journey so exciting and, at the same time, so challenging. Because with every new level reached, a new challenge emerges. And that's exactly what makes it all worthwhile. The feeling of constantly growing, constantly improving, is irreplaceable. It's what keeps you alive, what makes you feel like you're really making the most of what life has to offer. Don't be mistaken, excellence requires sacrifice. It requires that you commit to never doing the minimum, to never settling for what's easy or convenient. It requires that you push yourself beyond what you thought possible. And that's not for everyone. It's for the few who truly understand what it means to pursue excellence. For those who are willing to give everything they've got, every day, without fail. For those who know that true success doesn't come without effort, without pain, without absolute dedication. And when you reach this mindset, when you truly commit to being the best version of yourself, something magical happens. You start to realize that there are no limits to what you can achieve. You start to see the world in a different way, with the eyes of someone who knows they can conquer anything, as long as they're willing to work for it. And it's this realization that gives you the strength to keep going, even when things get tough, even when obstacles seem insurmountable. Stop pointing fingers at others. Stop blaming the world, the economy, the weather, your family, or your friends for the things that aren't going well in your life. The truth is, a true leader takes full responsibility for everything. Yes, everything. When you stop blaming others and accept that every choice, every outcome is the result of your actions, you set yourself free. Because, deep down, no one else has control over your destiny but you. You are the captain of your own ship. If it's heading in the wrong direction, you're the one who needs to adjust the sails. Taking this responsibility is the essence of leadership. It's not about positions or titles, but about a way of life. It's about facing reality head-on, without excuses, without looking away. And this starts with self-leadership. Before you can lead anyone else, you need to be able to lead yourself. And that's a daily battle. It's not you against the world, it's you against yourself. Against your weaknesses, your fears, your doubts. Leadership is about winning that internal battle every day. It's about making tough decisions, doing what needs to be done, even when no one is watching. It's about being honest with yourself about who you are and who you want to be. And that requires brutal honesty and a will of steel. Because, in the end, the most challenging person to lead is yourself. Being a leader is more than making decisions or giving orders. It's about being a living example of the values you preach. It's about being the master of your emotions, controlling your reactions, being consistent between what you say and what you do. People don't follow words, they follow actions. If you want to be an inspiring leader, you need to show the way, not just talk about it. This means that when things get tough, you're the first one into the fray. It means you stay calm under pressure, act with integrity, show courage when everyone around you is giving up. And, of course, that's easier said than done. But that's precisely what sets leaders apart from followers. A leader is someone who, even when scared, acts with courage. Who, even when tired, keeps fighting. Who, even when lost, seeks direction. Being the master of your emotions isn't about suppressing what you feel, but about understanding and controlling those emotions so they don't control you. It's about using anger as fuel, sadness as reflection, joy as inspiration. It's about being the owner of your emotional state and not a hostage to it. Leadership is, above all, about service. It's about putting others' needs above your own. It's about creating an environment where everyone can grow, where everyone feels valued. It's about being the kind of person you would want to follow. And this starts with small daily actions. It starts with respect, humility, and a willingness to listen more than you speak. A leader isn't someone who knows everything, but someone who is always willing to learn. Who acknowledges their mistakes and seeks to correct them. Who knows that true strength isn't in never falling, but in always getting back up. And, above all, leadership is about impact. It's not about what you achieve for yourself, but about what you do for others. It's about leaving a legacy, it's about inspiring, it's about changing lives. And to do that, you need to be authentic. People know when you're being fake, when your words don't align with your actions. Trust is built with consistency, integrity, and truth. A real leader is someone who is transparent, who is true to their values, who doesn't sell out for convenience or external pressures. So, take control of your life. Stop waiting for someone to come rescue you. No one is going to do that for you. Take responsibility for every choice, every action, every outcome. Be the leader you would want to follow. Inspire through your actions, your achievements, your attitude. Show the way with your actions, not just with words. And always remember, leadership begins within you. It's a constant internal battle, an endless quest for improvement, a journey of self-discovery and growth. And every step of this journey is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself and leave a positive mark on the world. The journey to success and becoming the best version of yourself is an endless odyssey. This book is just the beginning of a continuous process of self-discovery and growth. Every chapter, every lesson, is a call to challenge yourself, to push your limits, and to leave a positive impact on the world. The path is tough, full of obstacles and challenges, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's a trail that requires constant dedication, unwavering courage, and an insatiable will to evolve. No matter how much you've achieved, there's always more to be done, more to learn. Keep moving forward, keep striving, and never stop growing. Thank you for sticking with us until the end. Your likes and subscription are very important to us. Help us keep the Books Project alive and continue delivering high-quality content. Wishing you peace, and see you next time.